that one, edging out by just 1 point.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. So, I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. Steph Curry's out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Howard. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4 slot. Here's Rose. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-bat call here.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Well, a word you'll hear in the NBA these days is gravity. Property of great shooters to draw defenders out and space the floor. A few players with more gravitational pull, I guess you could say, than Kyle Korver.
Yeah, he commands a lot of defensive attention, actually superstar level attention.
Here's Jackson. Here's Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Over in the corner, Batum. Outside for Korver. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Jackson missing again.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And he makes both free throws.
And how about last year? Dirk Nowitzki jumping to 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, passing the great Moses Malone for that spot. And he surely will keep climbing this season.
Drills the three-pointer. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Jackson against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Well, with Nowitzki passing Malone and the scoring, as Greg was just talking about, Clark, you know, this is a guy that obviously has Hall of Fame written all over.
No question about it. First ballot in my mind. And he's got a game that stands the test of time because it's not predicated on athleticism. It's all skill-based.
So it's the Pistons now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Batum attacking. And the pass to Green. Back to Batum. Green with a screen for Batum. Clock at 4. He took good advantage of that screen.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. This team is buzzing right now. They've yet to miss.
Pistons trail by 7. There's the pick. Jackson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Batum passes to Green. Back to Batum from 11 feet away. Here's Mahinmi, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Curry. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Rose, good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Curry against Jackson. Green left side. Outside, Batum. Jacks up a three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And that one's good. That's 7 points for Rose.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Jackson. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Batum wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Green against Ariza. Back to Rose. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Howard kicks to Curry. Again, Philadelphia.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
The Pistons making a change here. He's checked in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Rose dishes to Ariza. From deep. And it's Rose. This time the assist by also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship caliber superstar.
The 76ers leading by 7. Puts one up from 19. Jump shot is good. Curry's got 8.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Outside Korver. Jackson against Curry. Korver passes to Dang. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Jang's got his first 2 points of the night. Outside Curry. No good. Great D that time from Green. Pistons trail by 7. And it's Korver off the drive. And it's blocked. Rose in the post. And he dunks it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Now here's Korver. He had 10 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando. He feeds it to Jackson. Puts it up from 12. Ariza with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Gordon kicks to Curry. Ariza dishes to Rose. Pekovic inside. He's against Jang. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
So for the Pistons, Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Batum. Roberson comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Payton in for Reggie Jackson. Anderson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Temple comes in for Rose. And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and, you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Here's Roberson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And on the subject of Pekovic, last season was another difficult step back for him physically. At some point, one wonders if his whole career becomes in jeopardy. It just takes so much effort to keep coming back.
Here's Green, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Fires from the corner, and he connects with the jumper.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Gordon kicks to Curry. Inside, out to the right wing. Temple, the pass to Anderson. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul.
That's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Curry with it. He's got 10. 6 on the shot clock. There's Gordon with the 3. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
The Pistons making a change here. Mahimi's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Moore's checked in. Pistons trail by 12. And here is Sefolosha. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there's the feed to Roberson. Kicks it to Sefolosha. Pass to Scola. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win?
Yeah, it was reflected in their shot block total, Greg. I mean, they were very disruptive, which I think is a combination of hustle and muscle.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Anderson. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. 76ers ahead, leading by 14. And welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
We've got Scola. Payton is out there with Andre Roberson. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Mahimi in at the 5, patrolling the paint. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Pistons trail by 14. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Outside Rose to the middle. That's tipped. Stolen by Mahimi. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Batum comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Jackson in for Payton. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Philadelphia. Scola powered down after the assist, led him into the lane.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
And Roberson kicks to Scola. Feeds to Mahinmi. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by Moore.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Rose, good.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Rose against Jackson. To the inside. And it's sent back by Howard. Now the 76ers on the break. Rose with the ball.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Pistons trail by 14. Now a timeout called by Detroit. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Mahinmi. Green comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Korver in for Roberson. It's Curry with the drive. Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got 12 in the game.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Curry's shot is good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Pistons trail by 17. Green, the screen. Chang with a screen on Curry. Outside Jackson. Green with a screen for Jackson. 5 to shoot. Batum attacking. And it's Curry with the rebound. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And Curry, here we go. Nowitzki, the pass to Howard. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Jackson dishes to Jang. Can they get it? Great D that time from Howard.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Puts it up. Curry kicks to Nowitzki. Fires it up. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Nowitzki. 17 points for Steph Curry.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Dwight Howard. On the inbound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
Curry passes to Rose. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Jackson kicks to Zhang. Here's Green. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Pekovic with a screen. Curry dishes to Nowitzki. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Ariza. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Jackson passes to Dang. That is good. Zhang's got 4 points now in the quarter. Philadelphia leading by 23. Outside Rose. Double team on Rose. The dish to Pekovic. It's Ariza on the wing. Another three for Philadelphia.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's two in a row, and we call that a streak.
Jackson misses.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
Here's Curry, finished off the break. Curry's got 19 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Outside Jackson. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The 76ers #1. Fifth on the list, the Pistons.
Yeah, I mean, the fast break is really the focus for both of these clubs. I mean, we've seen them take it up a notch here of late and really playing with a fast tempo.
Zhang with a screen on Curry, and it's denied.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Well, Greg, as you just said, the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
A shot by Batum, no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Curry kicks to Rose. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Pistons fast break. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Rose.
And guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts in Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook. Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Mahinmi's checked in for Zhang. Scola comes in for Green. Tavo Sapolosha is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Payton in for Kyle Korver.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Detroit. Now getting back to Jackson, he showed several times last season that he has that starter ability. The Thunder knew they wouldn't have the money to re-sign him, Clark, in free agency, so they traded him to avoid losing him for nothing.
Yeah, and that's a good move. And with the Pistons, Jackson finished the season strong, while the Thunder, without Jackson or Durant's contributions, missed the playoffs for the first time in years.
Payton kicks to Sefolosha. There's the pick. He dishes it to Robertson. Payton against Moore.
Their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made it. They always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Payton against Moore. Left side Anderson. It's deflected. Gordon dishes to Pekovic. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Moore. Another three for